practice polygyny, they're less stable. Middle Eastern countries, unfortunately.
Certain STDs in the lab, like the dangerous ones.
I don't know about that.
Back in the day, raw dogging all day, and they didn't die.
But yeah, in general, I think monogamy was something that like would give average men sexual access to stabilize society, because the reality is that most men are average, most women, are average as well. But the problem with females is that women don't want average in return; they typically want superior. Yeah. So it kind of, and monogamy also, I think it blunts the negatives of both genders. So men want a bunch of variety. Monogamy allows them to kind of keep that away. It keeps the high status men from having all the women, and then it also gives women the ability to build a family with someone, even though he might not necessarily check all the boxes. It allows them to do it. But now, with feminism, it's kind of changed things where it's like women have all the options now. I make my own money, so why am I going to get with a regular 5'8" guy making $50K per year? When I make that amount of money, let me go for a guy that makes $20K per year. But the problem is that guy is more than likely not going to be monogamous. Yeah. So I think monogamy definitely stabilizes society. I think that's why, like, if you look at a lot of the first world English-speaking countries that are Judeo-Christianity, which is big on monogamy, they're more stable, and that's because it gives all the men sexual access to it. It gives them the fighting chance. Let me rephrase. It gives regular guys a fighting chance to have sexual access to a woman to build a family, which will stabilize them and make them less crazy. I don't know, but anybody else have anything on?
Okay. All right. Ghost Town.
Did you have anything you want to add to that, I guess, or?
I was just gonna go into like more of the science behind it, but you kind of
with the STDs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I mean, that might be a component.
It does stabilize society, but my view is like if it's a normal guy, he should sure as hell be monogamous. But like a high value guy that like
how girls really feel.
A high value guy that has worked really hard to make a lot of money, like I think that's a little bit different.
Okay.
Fresh.
But it shouldn't.
Would you accept infidelity from that guy?
It would be situational. If I really loved him, yeah. But if not, then no.
Was your father monogamous?
Yes. So my dad, he waited for marriage. My mom's the only woman he's ever been with.
Okay.
And my parents have had 7 kids. My dad has lived a very amazing life. My mom stayed at home for most of our childhood, and he was able to spoil each and every one of us because he worked his ass off too.
What do you do for work?
He does pharmaceutical sales.
Okay.
Yeah,
that could be very lucrative.
Yeah.
Because in the Mormon culture, correct me if I'm wrong, I'm not sure what denomination you are. You can have, but polygamy is allowed, right?
So that's FLDS. That like.
Okay, that's why I want to make sure. There's different sects. Okay, go ahead.
It stemmed from polygamy, but modern day Mormons, they're monogamous, like strictly monogamous.
Okay.
Yeah, they don't believe in having multiple wives.
Which ones are the ones that you said?
FLDS.
FLDS. Those are the ones that practice
polygamy.
Polygamy.
Yeah, that's like the whole sister wives thing.
Yeah. And that's because there's a bunch of them in Salt Lake, right?
Yeah, there was, but they got pretty much ran out of there because they didn't agree with it. Yeah,
oh, wow.
It's illegal out there. So.
Oh.
Yeah.
So where are the polygamous Mormons now?
I think some of them evaded to like Nevada or like somewhere where it's legal. I'm not sure where.
Remember, we did a podcast with Michael Sartain, and one of the girls was actually Mormon.
Yeah.
Doing all the behind the scenes stuff too.
But I don't know if she was. Okay. So LDS is the one. Okay. I knew that there were different versions.
Yeah, most modern day Mormons are going to be monogamous. It's really hard to find the ones that are polygamous.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Was Dave? I'm thinking of the Waco thing. David Koresh. No, he wasn't Mormon. He didn't practice a sect of Mormon. The Branch Davidians, they had believed in. Okay, never mind. It's a Fed reacts and stuff like that. I don't even know if you guys know the Waco shooting. Yeah. David Koresh, y'all know who that is?
He had so many wives.
Yeah, he had a bunch of wives. He was out there in Texas. He got in a whole 3-month fight with the ATF and the FBI. They held down. They were got in a big ass shootout. I'm trying to. I don't know if the Branch Davidians was a sect of Mormonism, but I might be wrong.
Of course, she knows.
Chat, correct me.
I'm pretty sure it was. I think they were LDS.
Maybe because he had a bunch of wives.
Yes.
So I wasn't sure if he was a Mormon with that.
I called it, bro.
What?
Fed Reacts collab.
How do you know about an American case like that?
I watch documentaries on Netflix.
You saw our face?
It's
okay.
all over Netflix.
Fresh don't miss. Pow, 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 nigga.
Yeah. They are. There is a documentary on it in Netflix.
On Netflix.
Yeah. And I covered it on FedRex. So if you guys want to see that, I covered the Waco shooting and David Koresh.
Netflix and chill.
Yeah. Y'all niggas, man.
No, Chris. Just to correct you, Netflix and React.
Oh, okay.
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 Thanks, Fresh.
Next one says the best. Oh, I know who wrote this one. The best relation in opinion. That was you, huh?
What?
No, the grammar's
What's the
terrible.
best relation for
Okay.
you? Your opinion.
Okay.
Oh,
The best kind.
Yeah,
All right. You want to hit it first?
Opinion. A relationship.
Okay, so
Relationship.
best relation, I would just say one where the girl feels special, feels that she's the one for you, and also that like she knows that you're her priority, but also you don't cheat in her face. So that's the best relationship where like she thinks she's special, she's the one, you don't put it in her face, you just tell her what she wants to hear.
Damn.
Hey man, that's the truth. I ain't lying. What about you?
The easy route.
That's actually hard. To hide your shit that long?
What?
What do you think is a better solution then?
I mean, think about it. Like, if you're gonna be like in a relationship and lying in a relationship, why are you in a relationship?
Mm-hmm.
No one's lying.
You are though to her. You're
Because
telling her
how?
you're special. You're the only one.
I mean, she is,
I'm
for
telling
now.
the truth though. She is special.
Well, also
yeah,
withholding
she's
information
special,
is
but
lying.
you can put your dick in anybody. That's not really being special.
She don't
You're
want to hear
not
that.
committed to her. You know.
No,
You
but-
know what's harder
What?
Sorry.
is being in a marriage or in a relationship and loyal to them
Bro,
for a long time. That's hard.
you
just
ain't paying no
lying?
bills, Stephanie, all right? That's what would you sit there and start for sex?
Listen,
All right, you ain't paying shit.
I'm not paying bills. My parents are taking care of that. But
Okay. Even
I'm
easier.
gonna get an apartment when I'm 21. I'm halfway there,
Well,
and I'm
do-
19.
hey.
So
When you do it, then you can talk shit, all right?
okay, see me when I'm 20.
All right, cool.
Okay. It's fine. I got it, good, bro.
That's it.
Okay, interesting. This is where I think me and Fresh are a little bit differentiate. I think the best optimal relationship is you have multiple women and they're friends with each other.
Oh, shit. Not good.
Yeah, I know. Well, hold
Wait,
on
but
before you
they
guys go
all
all crazy.
know?
Misogyny.
What?
Yeah. So, I guess you could say sister wives or whatever, but I think having multiple girls and having them be friends with each other works out the best because what ends up happening is if you're a guy and you got strong frame and you're picking the right girls, they're all going to have similar interests anyway. What I've come to realize about women that aren't hoes is they tend to have similar interests. They tend to like to do things inside. They tend to like more simpler things. They tend to be higher IQ. They tend to be interested in like learning and developing themselves to a degree. And when you bring these girls together, they're like, oh my God, like what the hell?
Yeah.
And they have similar interests and similar mindsets and most importantly, similar worldviews. And they end up becoming really good friends. I mean, to this day, some of the well, one is still friends with Angie and they hang out and shit like that.
Cool.
And it's because... Chill, man.
Come on,
we
bro.
live on air, nigga.
This nigga, bro.
But it works out because I introduced them and now they're cool, and I think that wouldn't have happened had I not
Threesome?
had this mindset. No.
What?
Nah,
Chris, who you dating, bro?
yeah.
Chris, who you dating, nigga?
Chris, not all of us are like you and do threesomes with our main chick, you fucking weirdo. So
Nigga said, threesome?
I don't believe in doing threesomes with your main girl. I think that will cause a lot of problems, let alone with a second girl that you guys are in a relationship with. Fuck that. But I think making them friends and having them, introducing them, it actually works out. I know some girls are like, can't put their ego to the side or whatever, but it actually does work out and they end up being friends with it and they end up like really getting along because they have a common interest, and then from there they could build upon a friendship.
Yeah. But if only.
But it's a lot of work though. It ain't easy. Don't get it twisted. You got to be that guy to do it.
Yeah, my brother does that. He dates a lot of girls.
They know about each other?
Yeah, they have like threesomes,
Nice.
foursomes, fivesomes. Like, it's
So
a
what-
different
Are you
girl
sure-
every
wait.
week.
So why you
I
hating?
think he's just fucking then. If he's
Yeah.
out here
No,
doing, I
So
think
why
he's
you
just
hating
smashing.
then?
I just don't think that's the way. Like, he lost his way. Like, he was about to like.
I didn't.
I think your brother's just
Bro.
fucking hoes, man.
Yeah,
I don't
man.
think he cares about none of them.
He really is. And
Yeah.
You know
Well,
what?
hold on.
Yeah.
That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about having a girlfriend you actually care about, having another
But
girl
they
that you
all
care
know
about,
each
and having them be
other,
friends.
And they hang out for like hours and
But
like,
you're
cuddle
dating both of them?
together. Like they
Yeah.
do all this stuff.
You're seeing both of them.
But cuddle
Um,
together?
Wait, so do you take them out at the same time? Like, do you take them out
I've done that before.
at the same time?
Yeah, you get dinner date.
I'll give you an
together.
example.
Wait,
One
come on,
time,
man.
Wait, who, man?
back in the day, we went golfing. To be exact, Top Golf. Myron had literally 4 girls.
4 girls.
It was
bro.
3.
In the,
Well, 4, 3. Same
am I
shit.
missing one?
You keep adding his.
Bro,
Yours.
My bad. 3 girls all at the same venue, shaking hands, kissing babies. I'm like, who are these? Who are these people? But then remember, oh, that's number 1. That's number 2, number 3. And they all got along, play golf, and it was good.
Yo, Fresh, who's 2 and 3, man?
Nigga,
This is allegedly, by the way.
Chris asking questions he knows the answer to.
Like,
Nigga, you know.
This is allegedly.
Why are you over here doing? Why are you doing this, Chris?
But again,
See, ladies, we hate him too. He talks shit to us as well, so
but
don't
again,
feel bad.
he's honest about it. I think that's respectful. You know?
Yeah. I'm honest, but here, with that said, you know, a lot of girls don't like it. They can't put their ego to the side. Oh, what the fuck? I'm supposed to be the only one. But dude, no guy wants to be a monogamous man. Like very few, you know, maybe her dad and like 3 other guys in the world. But like the reality is most dudes don't want that. So it's like I just keep it real. You know, it's a lot of work, right? You obviously have to be a certain caliber to be able to pull this shit off. The girls really have to respect you and like you to do it. But it could be done. You know, you might have to deal with some headaches and shit. But
in a perfect world, I wish marriage was viable like it was back in the day. Because obviously, a man and woman together coming to bring their goals together to build, I want to say, a family is important.
That's
but
beautiful.
no, it is. It's kind of.
But to answer your question, the reason why I think that works is because, right, when we look at relationships, right, between men and women, we typically only look at the female perspective. I want children. I want a family. I want to walk down an aisle in a white dress and fulfill my dream. But we never look at what the guy wants.
Yeah.
Men almost always want sexual variety. You can't get it with one girl. Sorry. You can only wear a pink wig every now and then and, you know, say that you're Shaniqua on Wednesdays. It's not going to work. Men want variety. We want different colors, different skin tones, different shapes, sizes, whatever it is. So you're never going to be able to fulfill that on your own. So how I look at it is, obviously you take care of your girl, treat her well, etc. But if you have multiple women, both parties are happy. Now, if the girl could put her ego to the side a little bit, she can literally form a lifelong friend that you can actually trust because you aren't competing. Like there's no weird shit. Like, yeah, you both got the guy, so it's like what it is. Just hang out now. You don't got to worry about shit. And I think if the guy takes care of y'all, what you complaining about?
Yeah, but what happens if you want a family?
Right.
You have a kid with both.
Are you gonna have?
No.
Wait, are you gonna have 5 women in the same house?
No.
Like,
You would
Hi,
give them
Mom.
each
Hi,
their own
Mom.
home. I would give each of them their own home.
Wait,
Like,
Yeah.
So you're
What?
gonna just take turns every day? What house you go or?
Well, I
like-
wouldn't live with either of them.
Oh, shit.
you. Okay.
I don't think.
So you're gonna leave your children just to their house with their moms? Or?
Yeah. So
Child support
so
goes crazy.
number one, I don't believe in women working. I think that's a lie from feminism. I don't think women should work. I think women should work electively, and they could work and do some side job or whatever it may be. But I think the man should be the predominant breadwinner, and the woman should work from a position where I want to work and I can do it on the side, but the kids come first. So yeah, if I was to do this, I would have a house for each wife or each girl, kids there, and then I'd come in and out every now and then. And then I'd have my own place. I don't think living with a woman is in a man's best interest.
Do you think that's good for the family, for the child? You're not really being a father figure. You're just popping in and popping out.
That's a fair critique.
Okay.
So in the early years, the formative years for the child, I think the mother's the most important. And then as the child gets older into their teenage years, etc., that's when the father really comes in because you need to be there to discipline your child, let them know, hey, this is appropriate, this is inappropriate, etc. And that comes into the more teenage years, which obviously I'm going to be involved a significant amount. And to be honest, like, you know, as a dad, you don't need to be there as much as the mom. Like, you know, you come in for disciplinary reasons, make sure there's food on the table, roof over their head. Mom says, hey, what the fuck? Wait till your dad comes home. A lot of times that does the job. Like, my dad was never around, but he was a great dad because he was working all the time. And it allowed my mom to be a stay-at-home mom for most of my childhood. And then at some point, my grandma came in. I mean, you might disagree with that, but I think that's the father's main role. Now, if you could be home more, that'd be great, but that's just not
But
realistic in a
what
lot
if
of
you change your
situations.
mind? You're like, okay, you know what? I don't want you anymore. Like, you're fat, you're ugly, like, whatever you want to say, I'm not maintaining you anymore. You kick her out to the streets, and now what is she
I would
gonna
get heavily
do?
penalized for that. So thankfully in the United States, we have very aggressive laws in a woman's favor. So if I were to
Right.
do that, you know, and every Western country is like this, if I was to try to sit there and be like, oh, you know what, I ain't supporting you no more, she could literally fuck me up and be like, oh, well, I haven't been in the workforce for 10 years.
Right, but child support isn't that good. Like, it's gonna barely make ends meet. She has to pay for bills. She has to pay
Well,
for
in
the
Florida,
child.
I'll
She
have
has
to pay
for
alimony too.
school.
I'll have to pay for alimony. I'll have to pay child support. Child support is a significant amount of money based on how much the guy makes.
But
So she
all
gonna get a
these-
bag
all
off
these
me.
problems you're having just because you wanted to have sex.
Well, hold on. But
unprotected.
I'm not gonna leave. But the
No,
other
not
thing
you
too.
personally, but like if you're trying to have like a lot of girls, like and have a family with a lot of girls, you're just putting yourself in a situation when you're gonna have a lot of headaches.
The other thing too, I want to bring to attention because you mentioned like, what if she gets fat and old or whatever, and you wrinkly and you don't want to be with her no more. Statistically speaking, that is just not common. It's women that actually initiate the majority of the breakups and divorces. Men rarely, if ever, break up with their women.
Do we
Men
know-
almost never leave relationships.
Do you
Okay,
know
but
why
how-
women initiate divorce though? It's
No,
because the
man.
men cheat or they're getting
It's
abused.
financial reasons typically. That's
How-
the main. That's the main reason. It's
Okay. I mean,
financial.
They even said it. Why'd you break up with your
Yeah.
guy? He was
Mhm.
broke.
Yeah.
Couldn't maintain.
I
that.
didn't break
I
up
mean,
with
abuse
him.
could
He
play
broke
into it,
up
but
with
money
me.
is typically the main bottom line why women
Well,
leave.
infidelity is a big
I
part
tried
too.
my best.
Well, most guys aren't. I mean, most guys don't even have the real capacity to cheat, man. Let's
Okay,
be
but-
honest here. Most guys
They
like
can.
barely can get it one date, let alone cheat on their girl. So it's. I get what you're saying. But realistically speaking, if a dude's in a relationship with a chick, he's not gonna leave a lot of times, especially if she has kids. It's the women that initiate the breakups.
By the way, intermission, guys.
Oh, is it time to go to Rumble? All right, Ninja, switch on over to Rumble. We got
Go
almost
crazy.
10,000 y'all on YouTube and then another 12,000 you guys on Rumble. We're almost 22 plus thousand y'all in here, man. So come on over to Rumble. We're going to switch on over to Rumble right now, guys, if you guys want to go ahead. We got a better panel, man. I'm not losing hair follicles and we don't got retards here. So
Definitely.
this